15 ongoing mega projects in Rwanda 2022. Rwanda has witnessed an amazing transition in the 20 years since a catastrophic genocide and civil war exterminated a large section of the nation's inhabitants. The small East African nation of Rwanda has undergone rapid change since the election of Paul Kagame as president in 2000. Over the past 2 decades, the economy has grown by an average of 8%, or more than 4 times what it did previously. Numerous development initiatives have been carried out during the past 2 decades, and the nation has seen a remarkable transition. In this video, we'll be looking at the ongoing mega projects in Rwanda. Before we go ahead, let's take a short minute to subscribe to this channel and also turn on the notification bell. 15. Dairy Development Project. The development objective is to increase food security over time. This happened in 50,000 rural families and increased their resistance to climate change. Undernourished rural poor families are the project's target audience, and its cost is $24.73 million. It includes targeted initiatives for young people and women from disadvantaged backgrounds. By the time it is completed in 2022, the Dairy Development Project would have benefited more than 100,000 rural families. The project's objectives is to increase rural incomes through improved market access and increased milk production. The project will strengthen the economy of the country while also enhancing the quality of life for rural families. It will place a special emphasis on enhancing nutrition and food security. 14. NYAGATARE Safe Water Project. The NYAGATARE Safe Water Project in rural Rwanda is committed to repairing broken wells. Even though this project appears straightforward, it requires a committed staff and ongoing supervision of the available wells in the area. A working water fountain not only provides clean water, but also has a number of beneficial side effects. Currently, the populace collects water from streams and open ponds. Longer water collection methods and bacterial exposure result from this. Because of this, the water needs to be boiled before use. Cooking is done over open stone fires, which result in large CO2 emissions because the wood is burned inefficiently. The lungs and eyes are also irritated by the smoke. Having access to clean water is made possible by the NYAGATARE Safe Water Project, which benefits both the environment and public health. Northeastern Rwanda is home to the NYAGATARE area. A significant portion of its topography is made up of hills. Here, soil erosion causes a considerable loss of water. 13. The new Kigali Master Plan 2050, known as Kigali-ISAKA. Introducing a city development strategy that adheres to unhabited principles is more equitable, flexible, and incremental, and also supports the UN Sustainable Development Goals. It will serve as guidance for Kigali city planners as they set up housing for 3.8 million people. By 2050, locals will have access to 1.8 million jobs. Together with their parent company, Surbana Jurong, SMEC is helping Kigali improve and update the master plan created by Surbana Jurong to turn Kigali into a city for citizens. The residents' participation in the collaborative review process was crucial. A variety of communication channels, such as meetings, planning displays, public announcements, social media, and WhatsApp, were used to engage as many residents as possible in the feedback process. This is a pivotal moment for a country hoping to become the leading hub for inclusive innovation in urban planning in Africa. The new master plan promotes mixed-use development and efficient land use, offers a network of integrated infrastructure and transportation, and also guarantees equal access to services, housing, public amenities, open spaces, and transportation, which is required. These characteristics promote social well-being and sustainable economic growth. 12. Amahoro National Stadium. The National Stadium of Rwanda is being renovated. Amahoro National Stadium is a multi-use stadium with a 25,000-seat capacity. Work is being done to increase the stadium's capacity to 45,000 spectators. Amahoro Stadium is part of the envisioned Remora Sports Hub, a cutting-edge facility that will host important international competitions and significant music events. The stadium's expansion has already started, with work already completed on the stadium wing's expansion, additional roofing to shield spectators from severe weather, and other stadium modernizing amenities. Construction work being done by Turkish contractor Summer is expected to cost about $155 million. 11. The Vision City. Kigali's Vision City is a modern community with distinguishing features and modern services. The city is situated in the uptown region of Gakuliro, just 3 kilometers from Kigali's central business district and 6 kilometers from the airport. The premium residential development is the biggest upmarket suburb in Kigali and one of the biggest in East Africa. In Vision City, there are both residential and commercial structures, town centers with round-the-clock security, grocery stores, banks and schools with sporadic access to water and electricity, as well as a fiber optic network, connected 24-hour water reserve tanks with a 6-month lifespan. With protected parking avenues, sports avenues, parks, and an amphitheater among the city's many housing typologies, deserting real estate fans are spoiled for choice. Hey Displorers, before we continue, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big fat thumbs up. 10. NYABARONGO 2 hydropower plant. It is anticipated that the construction of a 43.5 megawatt power plant by the Rwandan government will aid the country's efforts to achieve universal access to energy by 2024. The Rwandan government is now building the 228-meter-long, 48-meter-high NYABARONGO 2 multifunctional dam, which will span the Nyabarongo River and create an 846 million cubic meter reservoir. An estimated 20,000 hectares of land downstream from the dam site are expected to receive irrigation water from the reservoir. The dam will also house 2 NYABARONGO hydroelectric power plants, each of which has a 43.5 megawatt installed generating capacity. The project, which is projected to cost $214 million, is being built by China's Shino Hydro. The project, which was initiated in April 2021 and is anticipated to be finished by December 2025, was made possible by a concessional credit from the Export-Import Bank of China. 9. The Ruzizi Hydropower Plant. On December 16, 2015, the African Development Bank Group formally approved the hydropower plant project in Avine for $138 million in loans and grants. The estimated final price for the project is $625.19 million. The money will allow the construction of a runoff river dam that crosses the Ruzizi River between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, as well as a 147 megawatt power generation and distribution facility. Due to a lack of significant energy infrastructure expenditures mixed with a rising population, all 3 countries have failed to meet the demand for electricity. These new facilities, however, will provide a reliable source of environmentally benign energy. The expanding demand for energy will be met by Rwanda and Burundi. Number 8. KIVU Methane Gas Extraction Project. The project involves building an integrated methane gas extraction facility and an independent power plant in 2 phases. Methane will be extracted from the 1,670 square mile Lake Kivu, which is in the border between Rwanda and the DRC, to produce electricity. One of the most popular tourist destinations in Rwanda is Lake Kivu. KIVU is implementing the project and investing roughly $325 million to support the construction. 7. Bugesera International Airport. Rwanda is building an airport called Bugesera International Airport. 25 kilometers southeast of Kigali, is where the $818 million airport is situated. The airport has a 4,200-meter runway and will be able to accommodate 1.7 million passengers per year once the first phase of construction is finished. The runway, cargo terminal and passenger terminal, each with a capacity for 4.5 million passengers per year. The project is expected to be all finished this year. 6. Kigali Financial Square. Through Equity Holding Venture Capital, Equity Bank Group intends to invest $100 million in the development of Kigali Financial Towers. The regional lender with its Nairobi headquarters has an investment division called Equity Holding Venture. The towers are a few of the structures that make up the Kigali International Financial Center, which Rwanda hopes to attract international investment banks as well as other important financial institutions. Rwandan President Paul Kagame presided over the groundbreaking ceremony, which took place in Kigali alongside the Commonwealth Business Forum. Equity's transformational flagship projects are in line with Rwanda's goal of becoming a financial hub. We fully support Equity and anyone investing in our nation. 5. The Green City Kigali Project. The project takes a holistic approach to integrate green building and design that is effective and renewable. The Green City Kigali is the first green city in Africa. It is a place for affordable, sustainable, green, and inclusive urban living. When complete, the Green City Kigali will serve as a model for other cities in the area and all of Africa for energy use, recycling, and inclusive living. It is 7 kilometers from the city's central business district, with more than 150,000 beneficiaries and 30,000 housing units, creating more than 16,000 jobs. The project's urban spaces are planned to foster social cohesion, equality, and inclusion, while also providing the desperately needed affordable housing for lower-income groups. The neighborhood is home to affordable homes, where residents benefit from urbanization's social and economic advantages, while minimizing ecological footprints. The project, which has a price tag of over $5 billion, establishes benchmarks for environmentally friendly housing options and sustainable urban development in Rwanda and throughout Africa. 4. Kigali Arena. The largest indoor arena in East Africa, the Kigali Arena is an indoor facility in Kigali, Rwanda that is primarily used for basketball games. It was built and completed in 2019 and is situated next to the Amahoro Stadium. Construction on a joint project between the government of Rwanda and the Turkish company SEMA, which was overseen by the Rwanda Housing Authority, advanced quickly. Between 1,000 and 2,000 people were employed to work on the project in day and night shifts. Paul Kagame and Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, both attended the opening game of the Basketball Africa League in May 2021 at the Kigali Arena. Its indoor arena can accommodate 10,000 spectators for events like concerts and conferences, as well as indoor sports like basketball, handball, volleyball, and tennis. The sports complex is located close to the 2,500-seat Ohama Indoor Stadium and the 40,000-seat Amahoro Stadium. Kigali hopes to become a regional center for sports and entertainment. 3. KICUKIRO-BUGESERE Expansion Road. The first phase of construction on the 13.8-kilometer Kigali-Bugesera road is planned to be finished this year. Even though the expropriation procedure is still going on, the road construction is approaching KICUKIRO. The route is a 4-lane expressway with decorative elements, including a separation line that will be lined with palm trees, grass, and street lights. We anticipate that traffic will rise once new Bugesera International Airport is operational. Thus, the expansion is consistent with that scenario. 2. Kigali-ISAKA Standard Gauge Railway Project. Rwanda Standard Gauge Railway will connect the cities of Kigali, Rwanda and Isaka, Tanzania. Tanzania and Rwanda have agreed to hasten the implementation of the Isaka-Kigali Standard Project. The Standard Gauge Railway will be a cross-border railroad link that will connect the two nations. Claver Gatete, the Minister of Infrastructure for Rwanda, met with Isaac Kamwelwe, his counterpart for Tanzania, to discuss and develop a plan to carry out the cross-border railway project. The two nations decided to continue talking about how to finance the construction of the rail link and its subsequent mode of operation. Rwanda is a great country with many development plans because it can engage in endeavors of this scale. Rwanda has one of the highest rates of emerging plans and ideas that are being taken into account as the days pass when compared to other African nations. Number 1. Kigali Innovation City, KIC. A mixed-use planned innovation city called Kigali Innovation City is currently being developed with size of 60 acres in Kigali, Rwanda. KIC will work to promote the growth of Pan-Africans and serve as a center for technological innovation. 4 universities, offices and other spaces are all part of the plan, along with support facilities for retail, hospitality, startup businesses, and flexibility. The project is co-sponsored by Africa 50 and the Rwanda Development Board. The project's overall cost should be around $300 million. The Rwandan government has agreed to supply the common infrastructure and the motivations that would make it possible for the ecosystem to prosper. These were some of the projects that keep Rwanda outstanding among other African countries. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comment section. If you would love to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button. Don't forget to share with your friends.